What's good, everybody? It's me, Don Weeb, here, back with another part for part 6 of What If Naruto Had Sunshine. If you guys like these videos and want more what ifs to come out in the future, make sure to hit the like button, comment down below what you think, and subscribe to my channel for more. We are almost at 4,000 subscribers, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to be doing more parts like this soon, hopefully getting back to daily uploads rather quickly. That's going to be on the way soon. Yeah, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the part. Let's get right into it. Since it's been a while, let's just get right into the recap for what happened in the last part. Naruto and the rest of his team, including, well, Sasuke and Sakura, had now finally made it to the tower in the center of the Forest of Death. Now, Naruto and his team would make it into the tower to begin the next phase of the Chunin exams. As Naruto walks into the examination room, he can see that the sand trio of Gaara, Kankuro, as well as Temari are already waiting in the room for the rest of the teams to arrive. After Team 7 has made it, shortly after that, Neji, Rock Lee, and Tenten would arrive as well, along with the rest of the teams in the Chunin exams that would take place in the original. As Naruto's sitting there, gazing at the other opponents, thinking about what this next examination might be, Iruka-sensei would speak up and begin to explain the next phase of the Chunin exams. In this part of the Chunin exams, we'll have these Genin go against each other in a small tournament. This will be the preliminary rounds for a large tournament that will be held in an arena for everyone to see. Naruto was getting interested as he could now display his power, as Naruto was feeling especially over-prideful currently. As Naruto is listening more on the rules from Iruka, suddenly Iruka would begin to explain the matchups. Naruto would be fighting Kiba in the first round. Kiba gulps as he realizes he has to fight one of the strongest Genin in their year at the beginning of the whole tournament. Kiba would sigh, he thinks he has no chance of going in, but he's still going to give it his best shot. As Kiba gets down to the arena, Naruto would gracefully leap down to the bottom floor, as everyone is preparing for the fight. As Kiba and Akamaru get into battle stance, he asks Naruto if he's ready. Naruto simply holds up his hand and waves for him to come forward. Kiba tells him that cocky attitude of his isn't going to get him anywhere with him, as he uses his Fang over Fang attack. Kiba and Akamaru, who are spinning wildly, go flying towards Naruto, as they slam directly into his chest before reverberating backwards. Naruto hasn't even moved a single step, as the two fall on their backs as they try to recover from this attack. The two continue to barrage Naruto with all of their attacks as hard as they can. Naruto slowly raises the temperature in the room by 1 degree every time he gets hit. Around the 100th hit, it's now 100 degrees in the room, as Kiba and Akamaru are sweating profusely. Suddenly, they're going in for one final attack, when Kiba's about to throw a punch before he passes out from heat stroke. Naruto, who hasn't moved the entire time, turns down the heat as he takes back all of sunshine into his body. Everyone in the room breathes a sigh of relief as the temperature goes back to normal temperatures. Naruto would pick up Kiba and Akamaru as he gives them to the medical team, who put them on stretchers to get them into a cool room with some water in there for them as well. Naruto would go back up and sit in the stands, as Sakura and Sasuke are both impressed with what Naruto had just accomplished. Sasuke still has the curse mark in this timeline, however, Orochimaru is actually dead already due to Naruto using his divine sword technique. As Sasuke gets down to the arena, he doesn't have any issues utilizing his chakra, as the curse mark doesn't seem to be afflicting him. Sasuke would be fighting that same sound ninja from the original, as he prepares for battle. The Sound Ninja tries to grab Sasuke, thinking that he'll be weak and slowed from the curse mark, when he suddenly is dodged. Sasuke uses his chakra and creates a fireball jutsu, blasting it towards the chakra-absorbing Sound Ninja. The Sound Ninja would hold his hand out as he absorbs the fireball, when Sasuke comes from behind the fireball using his own technique. As Sasuke utilizes what he had learned from the Sharingan against Rock Lee, Sasuke would use Taijutsu as he copies Rock Lee's Lion's Barrage. As he uses the Lion's Barrage on the Sound Ninja, the Sound Shinobi would be felled, as Sasuke's attacks had done serious damage to him. Sasuke, having not been weakened, would make him a far more dangerous opponent. Sasuke would walk back upstairs to join Naruto and Sakura, with Sakura blushing all over Sasuke as she rushes to try and help him. Sasuke would sigh as he says that was easy, as they prepare to help the sound ninja get up from the ground. The next battle would take place as Hinata and Neji would prepare for their fight, having skipped over Sakura and Ino's fight as no one wants to watch filler anyway. Anyway, back to the fight. Hinata and Neji get into the battle. As Neji comes rushing forward, he tries to pierce Hinata in her abdomen with a quick attack of using the gentle fist style. Hinata dodges out of the way rather fast as she comes in with a kick, sending Neji flying to the left. Neji quickly recovers, uses his hands as a spring pad, launching off of them into the wall and then using his feet to push towards Hinata. Hinata will be prepared to use one of the gentle fist styles when Neji prepares his own barrage. As soon as Neji gets within range of Hinata, he begins pelting her with all kinds of taijutsu skills of the gentle fist. Hinata is trying to recover and block using her own gentle fist style, but it's seemingly doing nothing, as Neji's getting through her defenses with ease. Naruto would watch as he sees his style of taking chakra into his fingers and trying to pop out the enemy's chakra points. He would be impressed with Neji's resourcefulness as he used the springboarding technique against the wall to give him more power and momentum, thus making Hinata's dodges and blocks more useless than they would have been originally. Naruto would be watching with great interest as he sees Neji's unique style, Neji spinning and using many acrobatic techniques against Hinata. Naruto would follow Neji's style with his eyes, as he looks forward to see what his next attack or blow against Hinata might be. Suddenly Hinata falls, as she falls to the ground, seemingly passed out. Neji must have done some serious damage to her internal organs from missing chakra points, he thinks, as Hinata had used those to dodge out of the way. Naruto would watch as Hinata is put on a stretcher and taken away. Neji would say nothing as Naruto looks down to him. Naruto would then say something as he tells Neji that he has no pride against Hinata's sake. However, he does wish to challenge himself against Neji's strength, and he looks forward to battling him in the future. Neji would smile and say likewise, as he thinks that Naruto is an especially abnormal case of strength given by destiny. Naruto would be looking forward to his battle with Neji, as he then prepares to see the next fight between Gaara and Rock Lee. As he watches Rock Lee's taijutsu strength, he suddenly sees as Rock Lee unlocks the 8 inner gates. As soon as the first gate is unlocked, Naruto stands as he leans against the railing, impressed with such a physical boost in power. As Naruto thinks that Rock Lee with the gates opened might actually be a challenge for him. Naruto would then continue watching observantly, as Rock Lee is flying from every which way, battling against Gaara. No, not flying. His speed and strength against each wall made it appear as though he could fly. Naruto's watching with great interest as he sees Rock Lee bouncing from wall to wall almost instantly, his speed and strength abnormal even for him. He's rather interested in seeing Rock Lee winning this fight, as Gaara has no way of countering. Even though his sand is trying to protect him, it's just not fast enough. Gaara takes damage from Lee, as Lee is about to win the fight. As Lee takes a step back, preparing to take the fight over, he suddenly feels pain throughout his entire body, as using so many of the gates at once and unlocking them using so much power had caused a severe drain on his stamina. Gaara takes advantage of this opportunity as he prepares to throw a sand attack to crush Rock Lee's leg. Just as the sand is about to wrap itself around Rock Lee's leg and finish off its prey by crunching his bones, a blast of brilliant light would suddenly blast out of the stands, as its golden hot form of flame would burst down into the arena as it blocks Lee from the attack. The sand would wrap around Naruto's legs as it tries to break its bones, when suddenly the sand ruptures as the heat around Naruto's skin causes it to turn to glass. Rock Lee would be shocked as he sees this man appear out of nowhere, seemingly a burst of sunlight, as he would then say that Lee's already lost the fight, noticing that Lee's stamina was so drained that he couldn't even move. Rock Lee would be thankful for his savior, but he has no idea why. He would then tell Gaara that this man will be his opponent someday, and he needs him to actually have all functioning limbs in order to be a good challenge for him. Gaara would make a sound of agony. Gaara sees this man who has just taken a full frontal attack from him at full strength, having no injuries at all. Naruto would appear back in the stands, as though nothing had occurred in a glimmer of light. Lee would be declared the loser as Gaara takes victory, with Lee thanking Naruto for saving him after getting back to the stands. Naruto would say it's no problem as he's staring at Gaara, thinking that one is rather strong, as we now zoom down to see that Naruto's leg has scratches all over his skin. He would then look over to Sasuke, who would notice the blood coming from his leg, as he asked Naruto if he's alright, having never seen him get injured like this from someone of their level before. Naruto would nod, saying it's just merely a flesh wound, as he would then continue to wait for the next instructions, having finished the preliminaries. As Iruka Sensei comes out to instruct them on the next step of the games for these new Chunin exams, he would then say congratulations to all the winners, as now they have 1 month to train before the next event for who will be ranked up to become a Chunin. Naruto's excited to hear what's going to take place, and hopefully if it starts tomorrow, the next day, when suddenly Iruka says that they'll have a month to train. Naruto sighs of annoyance as he thinks that he's just ready to get this all over with, knowing that he's way stronger than any of these people. Naruto would sigh as he stands up and prepares to leave the venue, with the rest of the Genin following suit. Iruka would say he'll see everyone at the event in the next month. Naruto wouldn't even bother training, as he walks out of the event with no interest at all, having to think about what he's going to do for the next month. Sasuke would go off to train with Kakashi, as Naruto goes back home to sleep. After a long, peaceful night, and the stars go back under the cloud of the sky of daylight, Naruto would be awakened at the very crack of dawn, as the morning sun rays light of the sun would break through the clouds. Suddenly the door would come crashing down as Master Jiraiya comes walking in, looking rather annoyed and plastered drunk. As Jiraiya walks into the room, Naruto would sit up, feeling groggy as he rubs the sleep out of his eyes. "Hey, kid." Jiraiya would fall over as he falls into a table. Naruto's expired milk would spill all over as it gets on Jiraiya's head. Naruto would sit up as he asked what this old man's doing in his house. Jiraiya would start talking as he's completely wasted from last night's partying. Naruto would sigh as he helps the old-timer up and leans him against the outside porch as he lives through his hangover. After a few hours and a lot of agony, Jiraiya would recover as he sits up to accepting the glass of water that Naruto hands him. Naruto, who finishes yawning as he finishes eating his breakfast, would ask the old man what he's been doing and why he's at his house. Jiraiya would remember why he had originally come there, as he had remembered that he was supposed to meet up with Naruto due to what Kakashi had told him. Your name's Naruto, right?" Jiraiya would ask, as he doesn't recognize Naruto from the little boy who he had known from back then to be Minato and Kushina's son. Naruto would nod as he says that it is indeed who he is, as Jiraiya would sigh, having not recognized him in the slightest. He would then tell Naruto that he's been assigned by Kakashi to help him train for the next month for the Chunin exams. Naruto would sigh in annoyance as he never asked Kakashi for any training. He then sighs and tells the old man to go away. Jiraiya, who'd be shocked at this, who having never been denied training from someone else before, would ask Naruto if he's serious. Naruto would nod and say there's no point in training, as he's already stronger than all of the Genin that are taking place in these Chunin exams combined. This is when Jiraiya would say he's being too arrogant, when Naruto would say that he isn't. Naruto looks up and tells Jiraiya that he's fought someone truly strong before during these exams, and they weren't even a Genin. Everyone else here I can actually deal with, and the only one who's actually been able to deal any damage to me. We have a flashback to Naruto with Gaara crushing his leg with the sand and leaving scratches. Naruto would then say to Jiraiya after that small flashback, is way too unpredictable and doesn't have any control over his emotions. Gaara, as he thinks about him. That man is the only one in this Genin examination that might even pose a threat to me if he could control his emotions. Jiraiya would sigh as he asks Naruto if he's sure about this. Naruto would say he'll go and train with Jiraiya if he really insists on it, but there's not much he can do to gain strength anyway, as all he can do is wait for his normal body to grow larger so that more of his sunshine power can go into it. He tells Jiraiya that by the time that he's an adult, his body would have grown at least twice or 3 times his normal size that he is now, so that means that his sunshine power will have more of a conduit, so he'll get stronger naturally anyway. Jiraiya would then think about how he knows that Naruto has the Kyuubi sealed within him as well. Jiraiya would then pose an idea. Instead of working on training sunshine, how about we work on training the power that you have lying dormant within you, the Kyuubi chakra of the Jinchuriki? Naruto would nod as he thinks about the Nine Tails and how he's seen it in action before. He asked Jiraiya if there's really a way to tame such a power, as he'd only been able to unlock it after attaining a rage of such fury that he himself was blinded by it. Naruto would listen to Jiraiya as they head out into the mountains to begin his training to withhold the Kyuubi's chakra. Naruto would begin practicing immediately to go within his seal of Jiraiya. Jiraiya would help him unlock the seal with the key, as Naruto was already strong enough to handle himself against Orochimaru, from what Naruto had told Jiraiya. You killed Orochimaru by yourself? Naruto nods, as he tells Jiraiya about his power that occurs every day at 12 o'clock. At the exact center of the day, during the midnight evening sky, before dawn and evening truly have a center, the sun is sufficiently raised to the point in the middle of the sky that I can obtain more power from it, as the chakra from the sun's rays boosts my sunshine ability to its maximum. That's what I call my divine form. He looks at Jiraiya with questioning eyes, as he asks if Jiraiya understands what he means. Jiraiya, who witnessed Minato have this exact same power before, and conquer it without having any physical mutations like Naruto has, he would understand what's going on, as he had seen Minato's same abilities, to a higher degree than Naruto had even mastered. He would then tell Naruto that they'll begin training with the Kyuubi's chakra immediately, as they get down to business. He tells Naruto to sit down to meditate, as Naruto begrudgingly does so, getting onto his knees, and sitting aside as he prepares his hands to set them together. As he prepares to absorb chakra from the surrounding sun's rays, he then dives deep within himself, using the chakra he gathers to open up the seal, along with Jiraiya applying the key from the frog that Minato had written down. As the Kyuubi seal is unleashed, Naruto dives within it immediately, as he looks up with his flaming sunshine all around him to see the Kyuubi standing there in its glory. The Kyuubi would growl as it then says to Naruto,
"Naruto, what are you doing here, you beast? This is my cage."
Naruto would laugh. He says, "Kyuubi, what are you doing inside my body? I have enough power on my own. I don't see if it's even fit for you to be here." The Kyuubi would sigh as he tells Naruto that it wasn't exactly his choice to be in there anyway. Naruto would open the gate confidently with one arm as it swings open at fast speed. The Kyuubi would sigh as he asks if he really wants to do this. Naruto would then pulse his fist up and down as he tells the Kyuubi he's ready to take him down. The Kyuubi would sigh as it begins to laugh, telling Naruto that he's way out of his league. Suddenly, the Kyuubi would smash Naruto against the side of the cage as Naruto goes flying against the wall, bouncing from wall to wall back and forth. Naruto would appear to take heavy damage as he gets hit and while he walked by the Kyuubi, with the Kyuubi using a Bijou Bomb and slamming it into Naruto. After a barrage of the Kyuubi slamming and slicing at Naruto's body, Naruto would get up with barely a scratch on him. The Kyuubi would be horrified as it sees Naruto having survived such an attack. Naruto would laugh as he wipes the blood off of his face, and he spits out some. He then tells the Kyuubi and asks if that's the best that he's got. This is when Kurama would stand back, absolutely horrified that a human could be this strong. He then remembers how Minato Namikaze had taken his own hand when the Kyuubi had tried to smash into him with his own tail, and had blocked it with one arm. Naruto would walk forward one step at a time, as the Kyuubi inches backwards from feeling an immense heat. Naruto's eyes would begin to glow with flames, as he looks up with his hair, body, and entire form sizzling with strength and flame. "Kyuubi, give me your chakra." Kurama would roar, as pushing him back into a corner caused him to grow even more fearful and filled with hatred. Naruto would fly forward as he uses a cruel sun. "Cruel sun," Naruto would say as he throws it towards the Kyuubi. The Kyuubi is slammed into by this miniature sun as he goes flying backwards and feels a burn mark across his fur. Naruto would then say he's not done with him yet, as he creates a blade of heat across his entire left arm and slashes at the Kyuubi, slicing him over and over again as the Kyuubi howls in pain and agony. Naruto would say that and asks if that's all the big bad fox has got, as he pushes Kurama around like a rag doll. He then powers up an attack as he creates a ball of flame in front of him, making it grow larger and larger until it's around the size of Kurama itself. He would then say with this new attack, "Morning light." Suddenly the golden flame would rush into Kurama as he's completely trapped by the fire. Naruto would then walk through the flames, his power of sunshine glowing profusely. The cube would pass out as it falls to the ground, having been completely and utterly defeated by Naruto. Naruto, having gone all out against the Kyuubi, would sigh as he feels sweat pouring out of every pore in his body, having overdid it a bit. Naruto would reach forward for his own spiritual chakra, grabbing the Kyuubi's and ripping all of it almost away. As Naruto awakens from his slumber, his body is smaller and more slender, as he's still as tall as he was before, but his muscles have shrank to become more speed, agility based rather than strength. His entire body is covered with the Kyuubi's chakra, as you can see black and yellow markings over his entire form. Naruto would quickly dispel this KCM-1 form, as he sees no need for to use of his chakra as for right now. Jiraiya would be amazed, having seen that Naruto had actually defeated the Kyuubi within him on his first try. Jiraiya would ask Naruto how strong he thinks he is. Naruto would then look up as he says that he had defeated one of the legendary Sannin after all. Some big old fox wasn't exactly intimidating to him. Jiraiya would reseal the Kyuubi, as the seal in Naruto's stomach would go back to its normal form. Naruto's body would raise back to its muscular form, as his more slender version of himself would disappear along with the Kyuubi's chakra. He then asked Jiraiya what that was, as Jiraiya explains that when a Jinchuriki masters its tailed beast, it can access its tailed beast's chakra and power. Naruto would practice tapping into the power of the Jinchuriki for the next month as he focuses strictly on that. Jiraiya would be heavily impressed with Naruto, as they used the last week after Naruto had mastered using accessing KCM form in order for Naruto to master his alteration to his body. Jiraiya would begin practicing with him on how to contain sunshine into a canister, and only access some of it at a time. It's impossible for Naruto, though, as his chakra control is terrible. Jiraiya would try this again as Naruto gasps, falling to the ground, unconscious as he tried to contain so much power. Breathing heavily, he would sit up as Jiraiya pours water on him, as steam comes off his smoking body. There's only one day left until the Chunin exams, Jiraiya would say, as Naruto sits back up. Yeah, and I think I have a long way to go before I can master my power. If you guys want to see the next part for What If Naruto Had Sunshine, make sure to hit the like button, comment down below what you thought, and subscribe to the channel for more. I will see all of you guys later. Bye.